Miss Petra.
Come in.
I'm here to report the situation so far. Some neutral parties have tilted in favor of the draft.
How many?
Not a lot of them, but enough to make the votes even. They have always pursued revolution in the Foundation. Looks like Mark has finally persuaded them. I heard Miss Z has been working hard on canvassing too. But the number of the Conservatives remains the same. We don't have to worry about that. I believe we will still prevail in the final vote days later.
What about the other groups?
Still functioning as usual. Nothing special. By the way, Bernard and his men paid a visit to SPDM. I didn't get to talk to them.
Thank you for the report. She's never been so persistent. Do you know why she's been so different this time, Pedro?
I didn't realize you had time to invite me to play table tennis. Or are you actually here to lobby, Madam Z?
I'll say both, Katz. Back then when I was a student, I'd often invite my classmates to play ping pong after we left the laboratory. A cold shower after getting soaked in sweat is a piece of memory I can't forget.
You remind me of the old days in the table tennis varsity. You're the only one I can practice with here. Serve it, Madam Z. Let's compete.
Peace be with us. My sword sharp.
What's that?
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
What's this?
I believe in you.
Ah, it seems to be mixed up. It should be fine, right?
My sword sharp.
What's that?
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
The ingredient store owner said it was very effective. Please believe me. What's this?
Depict the world I have never seen before.
What's that?
Each moment, now night. I believe in you.
What's this? I know what this is.
So long lives this, and this gives power to thee.
This is the gift, well prepared for you. I've need a bodyguard.
Backhand chop. Great, great. Again. Ready to go. Hey. Nice shot.
We're planning to revise some articles in the draft.
Which articles?
The article is about strengthening the control of registered arcanists. You're right. We do need to improve the credibility of the Foundation in the outside world.
Tell me more.
The Timekeeper's power to discipline should be transferred back to the School of Discipline and the Foundation. The Foundation will conduct a unified risk assessment on Arcanists to ensure this team is always under control.
But in fact, it still belongs to the Timekeeper, right?
That is our minimum requirement. And you will not change.
I didn't expect you to compromise.
It's not a compromise. It's a reasonable amendment to the draft. Transferring the power of education and discipline to the Foundation will help lower the budget and reduce the pressure on Verton.
And you would even lobby an opponent, me, for this amendment.
A reasonable appeal shouldn't be rejected just because it is raised by a different faction. The Foundation needs solidarity, not contradiction. If the draft is meant to pass, I will do whatever I can to make it meet most expectations. Just like this ping pong game. Friendship first, competition second. Legislation shall serve the people.
You have my vote, Madam Z.
A vote is not the only thing I need, Katz.
This trial is mine to judge.
I never...
Plan A.
As long as you hit the target. Resistance is futile. Fine. My turn, huh?
Plan B.
Whoosh!
A mice pass. Wait for 5
A tooth
seconds.
for a tooth.
Unconventional choice.
never get tired of this one.
The show's on, hounds.
Easy as pie.
Time waits for no one, even for a great king.
Atop
My
the
turn,
scale
huh?
of
As
justice.
long as you hit the target.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood. Off thou go. A tooth for a tooth.
Plan A.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
Whew, that went smooth.
Exactly.
Ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong. Yep, agreed. It's too noisy. You were looking at the little ball made of plastic. It hops from left to right, making an annoying sound. But all we can do to it is look at it. Just like all you can do to me is tolerate my existence. For both of us have nowhere to go. Ha! Look at your frowning face. Your face wrinkles from the eyebrows to the nose tip, but people can barely see those light furrows. We know what that means. You have a poker face, and it's never your fault. But for now, your face is not the thing that matters. Well, maybe for someone it is, but still, it's not. You know what really matters? The game. Yes, it's the game. Of course the game matters. Everyone loves the game. They gather at the stadium yelling or roaring vehemently. They choose one team to become its fan and spend good money on a team uniform or an autographed ball. Yet, it's just a ball. You see where I'm coming from? Just a ball. Its outline, a circle, could be found in any geometry textbook and anywhere in this world. When the first hominid picked up a coconut and threw it to the sky, and caught it, and threw it, and caught it, and threw it again, when she felt joy and yelped, had she ever thought of the future? The future where a simple ball has become so complicated and enchanting. Now we call it the present. Yes, sure. Complicated and enchanting. Use your silly and smart head to think about this ball game carefully. The complex scoring rules, the harsh requirements for reactive agility, the countless possible foul points. Your fingers, your wrists and arms, a correct way of using them will lead to victory. What matters more is, like every ball game, it focuses on how you serve the ball and hit it back. It's not an easy job as it sounds. When you are in the game, you need to concentrate. Where will the ball come from and how will you return it to your opponent? You need to figure that out within half a second. Use your power in a proper way. Move your feet in a stable pace. Inhale and exhale at the right timings. Ping, pong, ping, pong, ping, pong, ping, pong. The sound will last forever and ever, until that bouncing little thing falls to either side of the court.
Constantine. Has the voting started? You see, here is the number of votes I have estimated. The pro-drafts will lose by 5 votes to their opponent. Don't forget our bet. The one who loses will pay for the new stamps.
The final vote is not today, I'm afraid. Zi's speech is still ongoing. She has just started the part on Article 3, Section 5 of the Rules of Procedure. But the speech has already lasted 7 hours. Even some delegates have left.
What? A filibuster?
Yes, and Katz's speech will be right after that. So, I guess the final vote won't start until tomorrow. That won't make a difference. Delaying the vote won't change the result.
We don't know yet. I didn't expect that she would be trying so hard. But for me, this is not necessarily bad news. The filibuster will only have 2 outcomes. It is either one of the parties wins over 2/3 of support and gains victory, or both parties get stuck in a tug-of-war. If this tug-of-war doesn't end with a clear outcome, the Storm Reformation will end up completely dead and forbidden to be discussed within 5 years. Are the stakes getting too high?
Madam Vice President? Mr. President came back from the Pax House.
I will go see him now.
He's waiting for you in the office.
Mr. President. Good day to you, sir. May the peace be with us.
May the peace be with us.
Are you feeling better these days?
I can still hang in for a few years. Thank you.
Are they doing all right?
Just as usual. Nothing to worry about. I'll stay in the Foundation these months. The agenda is well arranged. There is something more important that I must tell you in person. That meant a lot to Maya. The then, the more.
This is their judgment.
Yes.
Then I have no objection to it.
Hold tight, my friend.
Excuse me. I have to admit, I was surprised. Thank you for telling me this.
Look at where you are. Paulina also once stood here. A human, a member of the St. Pavlov Foundation. She started from here, took 33 steps and a half, turned left, opened the door, and then turned right, went on for another 5 meters. She stopped and opened the historical intelligence cabinet. Human-like. A standard human. Grave-looking, rational thinking, efficient acting. She was digging in the files. The only touch of bright color on her was across her neck. A blue polka dot scarf, tied in the French way. The scarf was there to cover up a nevus on her skin. A lonely dark spot that lacks a symmetric counterpart on the other side of the neck. Is a mark too random and out of place to exist. She did not like it. It was the 1931 file, or the 1935 one. She hasn't gotten there yet. But there is another folder which has caught her attention. On December 28th, 1932, on the wonderful day of the Holy Innocents in Mexico, 13 Arcanist High School students attacked the crowd during the nighttime celebration. They claimed the Oracle had uttered to them, from the inside of a gigantic Cordia Eleanoides, that they had to shoulder the responsibility to protect the people. So they took their wands and knives, carried bottles of potion of concocted picric acid and nitrocellulose, and walked into the festival market like any regular happy young people. Their attack led to 17 deaths. 6 were injured, among which 4 were disabled for life. One young girl among the attackers couldn't physiologically stop her hysterical laughter, even when she was under arrest. She quivered convulsively, with her hands twitching tightly on 31-centimeter long pruning shears. She kept muttering the word Bacoti, which is the common way to call the Cordia Eleanoides among the lumber dealers. In the Aztec civilization, it means giant mouth. Any mouth can talk. In this case of mass hysteria, this was the one true rule. Hysteria, madness, paranoia, hearing voices or seeing things. These abnormalities are the sparks flying in the air, and Arcanists are like dry cotton. The encounter of the two will cause a fire. Paulina complained quietly. She accused the danger of fire, the risk of heat. One can hardly hold no grudges against the flame when it is hidden next to you patiently, waiting. She started to mutter something of a more extreme nature. She was carried away, forgot that each individual has their own right even in a collective body. She forgot what public opinion can do to subtly influence a community. Her eyes were fixed on the scarlet flame. Racist thoughts crept silently into her blonde-haired, beautiful head like a cunning centipede. Fortunately, this is not yet the end of the story. Paulina still had her chances to change. Change. Yes. An alteration. Everybody has to change. You can improve your living standards. Pay for prettier white clothes. Drive around in a limo painted in bright pink. Anything to prove that you are as much of a man as those tough warriors in ancient Europe. Or you can try the bitter side of life. A life so bad that every weekend you have nowhere to go but lie on a couch hollowed out by your dog and pick your nose. You pick it hard just to locate and take out the hardest, largest booger that irritates your nasal membranes to stop the endless sneezing. The change of Paulina started from a question. A senior staff of the Foundation walked to her, flipping through the pages of the same folder, and asked, "But Paulina, how are you going to deal with the fire?" On the next page, the survivors started a new life under the supportive measures, and the crazy children have left their poor family, leaving the violence and harassment behind, and moved into a sanatorium with white walls. The record of the follow-up visits showed that they have stayed mentally stable since. They learned to calm themselves and overcame drug addiction and alcohol abuse. Some of them were even married. Between the last 2 pages, there lies a thank you letter. The name signed at the end of the letter went on for 2 lines, and the last name ends with a cheerful strike going up, like a smiley face. The fire is always there, Paulina. We need to find a way to live with it, not to extinguish it. Keep them somewhere safe, like a high shelf, and away from the fuel. Watch over the temperature. Maybe teach them to burn in a manner that no one, including themselves, would be hurt. Division and confrontation have never taken this world to a better place, have they? They went on talking for a bit more, about the responsibilities of this job, about personal liabilities, about hatred, about the minorities, about the practices that ought to be taken to realize ideas. Young Paulina had changed. Drops of tears seep out from the bottom of that pair of beautiful green eyes. I shed tears with her, of course. Sadly, I was busy sucking the flavoring powder on chips off my fingers and missed the right moment to wipe those tears off my face. Nevertheless, this is my favorite episode. We should watch it again. Look at where you are. Paulina also once stood here.
As witness?
Yes. Your report means a lot to him.
I can provide the report, but I have no experience in court hearings. If I say something wrong, will it affect the special prosecutor's decision?
Soneto, testifying is not taking exams. The court doesn't need a skillful witness. Just honestly tell them what you saw. Focus on the point, and don't distort the facts. The Supreme Court, they value the sense of justice of the youth.
Sense of justice.
And that's a noble quality you have.
I will do my best, Madam Z.
Call the witness.
Greetings. May the peace be with us.
May the peace be with us. Soneto, as informed by the subpoena, you have been called forth by the accuser, Bernard Wilson, to testify as the witness in court. Could you specify the relationship between you and the accuser?
We did not know each other. I heard of him at work, but we rarely worked together.
Then why did he call you?
I was one of the parties involved in the 1929 storm incident. I submitted a detailed report of that. He searched the database and found the report, so he made a request for access to my supervisor, Madam Z. Then, Madam Z asked if I would be willing to provide the report and attend court as witness.
Could you tell me the reason why you agreed to testify?
My immediate supervisor is having a long-term treatment, and there are more time slots available on my schedule. I am happy to be able to make a difference during the time and defend the established facts. More importantly, I personally believe that there is still much room for improvement for the Foundation's office in Chicago in the United States.
What is this, Miss Soneto?
This is a record of all my travels from the time I received the promotion order in the research center to go to the office in Chicago in the United States, to the time I went back to the headquarters of the Foundation when the storm came. This is the field report and diary I wrote about the storm in 1929.
What point do you make?
I would like to prove that the Foundation's office in Chicago in the United States violated the Declaration, Fight for the Peace and Order of Mankind, and the rights of some humans and arcanists.
You're tarnishing our reputation! I request a debate duel. I won't allow her to distort the truth like this.
Mr. Seth, I haven't checked these files yet. Silence, please.
Your Honor, you can examine the files one by one while we're having the debate duel. I can't bear to see the long history of our office slandered in this way by a newcomer. I demand a duel with her.
Soneto is an investigator with rich combat experience. There is no good dueling with her. Do you accept the debate duel?
I have no objection, madam.
Please to the stage, duelists. The debate during your duel will be faithfully recorded. 3 defeats in the debate of one side will end the duel. You have the floor now.
gosh!
I have decades of historical materials of the office and know it better than anyone else. While you were in office for just 3 days? What makes you think your testimony is more valuable than my materials?
Whether the history is long or short, it does not affect the validity of the facts. Article 78 of the International Law of Procedure states, any individual who has knowledge of the case and has an independent will is obliged to testify as witness. Hereon, I shall prove the value of my testimony.
Je vois ton destin. I know how to do it. Your fate is doomed. Hey, witness me. The best, the greatest, Matera! Witness me! See, I don't tell me what to do. Your fate is
February 14th, 1929, after the storm, half of the staff in the office were absent from work. I learned that this was permitted by the director. They were required to sell alcohol in speakeasies at night to make a profit for the office. The malpractice at daytime was therefore tacitly approved. This can be found in photo appendix number 3-12-8.
Slander! It's individual behavior of the employees who do not comply with the rules.
I know how to do it. Don't tell me what to do. Je vois ton destin. See, I am able to see clearly. I am not afraid of you.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Memorize the script before you open your mouth, Miss Sonetto.
This way? Promise? Don't forget to come visit me. Let's play peekaboo. I will help you. I'm hungry. Everyone will love the Blue Bubble Garden. Snack time. Yum, yum.
That morning, an hour and a half before my encounter with Timekeeper, a procession appeared in the square in front of the office. They were mostly humans, with a few arcanists. They were protesting against the high registration fee charged by the office for registering their identity information. In addition, there was a racial brawl in the square, but the office did not send anyone to pacify the crowd or maintain the order.
Do you have any evidence?
I wrote them in my diary. Does that count as evidence?
Yes. Please tell me which page it is on.
Promise? Don't forget to come visit me. Everyone will love the Blue Bubble Garden. I'm hungry. Snack time. Yum, yum. May the flow take their souls to the sea in the night.
Take a deep breath, and then focus.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
К вашим услугам. Ice Flood. That's the direct of clear vision. Prepare to be drowned. Rivers are the scars of the earth. Such rudeness! That's the direction. The flood is coming. Look! An earth suspended the river. Worry not. The direction of fate is decided. Such rudeness! A clear vision. К вашим услугам. Ice Flood. Rivers are the scars of the earth. The flood is coming. К вашим услугам. Worry not. The direction of fate is decided. Look! An earth suspended the river. Stop it! That's the direction. К вашим услугам. Prepare to be drowned. Ice Flood.
These are all insignificant glitches. To be honest, you can find similar problems in any large institution in the world. As long as we manage the office in a different way or change the staff, it would be improved. But you claimed that we violated the Declaration of Peace. This is pure slander, gross defamation.
I am not slandering the office. Schneider. You refuse to offer a human. No. An entire family, the shelter of the Foundation. Schneider, a friend we met in Chicago. She once chose to join the Foundation under the pressure of both the Storm and Manus Vindictae. But instead of offering any solution or help, you just gave her a rejection letter. I found this letter in her suit pocket. It had a small line written on it. Poppers... fuck off.
I had completely no idea what this was about. Not to mention the fact that no one at the office had ever heard of the Storm. What help could they offer?
In this particular case, you should have reported to the headquarters or to the investigators out there, instead of doing nothing but leaving an insult. I do not understand why there was such wording on it. Was it because she did not pay enough shelter fee to qualify for sheltering? Or was it because the wand she used was transformed by Arcanum, which made you think she was an Arcanist? Does not the Declaration of Peace say, everyone strong or weak, rich or poor, of any race deserves a helping hand so that the existing peace and order shall be maintained? They were humans. If only they had made it to the headquarters sooner. Maybe they...
In the particular circumstance at present, it's impossible for the headquarters to take in humans from all over the world. But you bring out a possibility better than anything that happened. Thank you very much for your testimony, Ms. Zanetto. And also for the debate, Mr. Seth.
I seem to be too emotional just now.
Miss Soneto. You brought us a great debate. Have you heard of the Supreme Court? You should come when you're free.